Hello students, I'm Rajnikant. Welcome back to my YouTube channel Sumant Digital English Tutorial Videos. Dear friends, today I'm going to dictate answers to the questions asked in NCERT zone for the students of 9th class from the book Beehive, chapter 2, The Sound of Music. So let's start with the questions. First, thinking about the text, page number 20. First, answer these questions in few words or a couple of sentences each. Question 1. How old was Evelyn when she went to the Royal Academy of Music? Evelyn was 17 when she went to the Royal Academy of Music. Question 2. When was her deafness first noticed? And when was it confirmed? Dear guys, its answer. Her deafness was noticed when she was 8 years old. It was confirmed by the time she was 11. Now second, answer each of these questions in a short paragraph, 30 to 40 words. Question 1. Who helped her to continue with music? What did he do and say? Dear guys, its answer. Ron Forbes helped her to continue with music. He spotted her potential and said, "Don't listen through your ears. Try to sense it some other way." He began by tuning two large drums to different notes. Question 2. Name the various places and causes for which Evelyn performed. Dear guys, its answer. Evelyn performed free concerts in prison and hospitals. She made music her life and performed many regular concerts. Now third, answer the question in 2 or 3 paragraphs, 100 to 150 words. Question 1. How does Evelyn hear music? Dear guys, its answer. Evelyn became deaf by the time she was 11. But she did not give up. She was determined to lead a normal life and pursue her interest in music. Ron Forbes, a percussionist, spotted her potential. He asked her not to listen through the ears but try to sense it some other way. She realized she could feel the higher drum from the waist up and the lower one from the waist down. Forbes repeated the exercise, and soon Evelyn discovered that she could sense certain notes in different parts of her body. She learned to open her body and mind to sound and vibrations. She herself explained, it pours in through the every part of my body. It tingles in my skin, my cheekbones, and even in my hair. When she played on the xylophone, she could sense the sound passing up the stick into her fingertips. By leaning against the drum, she could feel the resonance flowing into the body. On the wooden platforms, she used to remove her shoes so that the vibrations may pass through the bare feet and up her legs. Now, from the second part, question 3 answers these questions in 30 to 40 words. Question 1. Why did Aurangzeb ban the playing of pungi? Dear guys, its answer. Aurangzeb banned the playing of pungi because it had a shrill and unpleasant sound. Question 2. How is Sahnai different from pungi? Its answer. A Sahnai is a pipe with natural hollow that is longer and broader than a pungi. It has 7 notes on the body of pipe. Question 3. Where was the Sahnai played traditionally? How did Bismillah Khan change this? Dear guys, its answer. The Sahnai was played traditionally in the temple, at the royal courts, and on the occasion of wedding. The credit must go to Bismillah Khan to take this instrument onto the classical stage. Question 4. When and how Bismillah Khan get his big break? Dear guys, its answer. Bismillah Khan got his big break with the opening of the All India Radio in Lucknow in 1938. Question 5. What did Bismillah Khan play the Sahnai on 15th of August 1947? Dear guys, listen the question once again. Where did Bismillah Khan play the Sahnai on 15th August 1947? Why was the event historic? Dear guys, its answer. Bismillah Khan played the Sahnai on 15th of August 1947 at the Red Fort. He was the first Indian to greet the nation with his musical instrument. This event was historic because we got independence on that day. He poured her heart out in the presence of a large number of people, including Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Now question 6. Why did Bismillah Khan refuse to start a Sahnai school in USA? Dear guys, its answer. He refused to start a Sahnai school in the USA because he never wanted to leave India. He loved India so much and he did not want to settle any other where except India. That is why whenever he was in a foreign country, he kept yearning to see Hindustan. Now question 7. Find at least 2 instances in the text which tell you that Bismillah Khan loves India and Banaras. Dear guys, its answer. Bismillah Khan loves India and Banaras. The sound of music from the bottom of his heart. He says that he misses the Holy Ganga and India when he goes to abroad. While in Mumbai, he thinks of only Banaras and the Holy River. And when he is Banaras, he remembers the unique Matha of Dumraon. Dear guys, it's all for today in this video. In the next video, 3 markers and 4 markers questions would be discussed from both the parts. I hope you must have liked this video. If you have liked it, please do press the like button and don't forget to subscribe my channel if you haven't till now. Hit the bell icon also in order to get the notifications of the coming interesting videos at the soonest. Thanks for watching.